racing fans, thanks for tuning in to PA Harness Week. I'm Sharla McBride. We have a jam-packed show for you today, full of racing, records, winning, and weather. That's right, we have the good news and the bad, beginning with the October snowstorm that cost some drivers, trainers, and owners lots of money. Those details coming up, but first, let's take a look at the rest of the headlines. The snow stayed clear of Canada, making for a great night in the 2011 Breeders' Crown. We'll show you the world record that was set there and give you the night's top races. But not everyone made it to Canada. Some of the sport's biggest drivers' journeys to the Woodbine were halted due to the bad weather here. We'll talk with a few of them coming up. The weather whited out the Poconos on Saturday, but there were still some top races running on Friday. Those highlights are later. And it was a huge day for Yannick Gingas at Chester last Sunday. The details are next. Did you miss our lovely handicapper Susan last week? I know I did, but no need to fret because Susan is back and ready to make you the big bucks. Racing's fastest pace half hour is coming up right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
There they go. Explosive matter hits the Colonial easily. Underway. Starting fast outside there is Brent Messenger to the early. 15-5 before the halftime. Just over 3 to go. At the top of the stretch.
What are you looking at? Come on, what song's that? What song? 1990s? Come on, you know, right?
I know.
What are you looking at?
Vogue.
Exactly.
Yes.
What a way to start off the show, but sorry, darling. We have too much ground to cover today to get into all your music trivia nonsense, you know?
So I can't sing?
No, you can't sing. Maybe a line. Nah, let's go right to it, okay? I don't know if you're aware of this, Heather, but they had the Breeders' Crown at Woodbine this past Saturday night.
Shut up. They
Yeah,
did?
they did.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I was there. That's right. But it was like a week ago.
Oh,
my memory doesn't last that long. No, really. It was a fabulous night. It was so much fun. Yeah.
I knew that one of us was there. I just wasn't sure which one it was.
Well, we're like practically joined at the hip now, but you know, I
Absolutely.
can't wait to get to all the action because I want to tell you all about it.
Okay, there's all kinds of stuff going on. In fact, one of the biggest things is that several top drivers didn't make it. We'll find out what's going on later in the show about that. But let's get right to the action because there's so much ground to cover. The Breeders' Crown final. It was race 12 for open pacers, and Heather's got all that for you.
All right, $500,000 on the line here. Number one is We Will See. He's the favorite at even money. Now, he's a millionaire, along with number two, Foiled Again, also another millionaire, predicted to be his toughest competition in here. But don't discount number five, Bettor Sweet. Why? Duh. He has John Campbell in the bike, and you never have to discount a horse when big money's on the line with JC.
They're often pacing, and first away down the center fires out Bettor Sweet. Here comes Dial or No Dial to challenge him off the gate now. From the inside, We Will See is well placed from in third. Alexi Matosi put into play early fourth on the outside. Way out wide at Tokia there from in fifth. Sixth in behind horses, Foiled Again now. Seventh through at the inside. From his second tier start came Air Cash Hanover. Then it's back towards the inside to find Mock Dreamer now as he races along from an eighth. First quarter was 25 and 4/5 seconds. Down to the railment, Clear Vision there, racing along further back towards the inside from a ninth. One more laugh is 10th, and Big Time Ball trails the field. Backstretch bound. And Jameson has put Alexi Matosi right up in the motor here as he leads it by just over a length. Pocket sitting from in second is fellow Long Shot, Dial or No Dial. Then it's a length and a half back third inside to find Bettor Sweet. Stalking along from in fourth is Pierce with We Will See. Then racing off in fifth is Foiled Again. He gets underway. We Will See is underway now. Bettor Sweet is off the rail and rolling for Campbell first over. Half in 53 3/5, 27 and 4 in that second panel. And Jameson pops plugs now, bracing for the backfield challengers coming after him. Here's Campbell to fire the first bullet now as he's on the outside and rolling with Bettor Sweet. The inside from in third, Dial or No Dial. A perfect trip has been scripted out for Pearson. We Will See fourth on the outside, full of paces. He's got a great big bow in his neck at 3/4 in 121 and 4, and they come off the turn 3-4 across the racetrack as they fan out. Striking the front as they come off the turn is Bettor Sweet. Here comes the one who tripped out in behind him now. We Will See. The Iron Tough Foiled Again starts to go to work on the outside. Here comes Pearson. We Will See. Bettor Sweet at the inside. Foiled Again is rolling for Pallone. 3 across finish coming up. Bettor Sweet digs in at the rail for Campbell. Bettor Sweet wins the Breeders' Crown.
Bettor Sweet and John Campbell get up in deep stretch to win by head.
You mentioned that before the race.
I
You're
did.
clairvoyant.
Oh, you mean about John Campbell? Yes. All right, now, he got a great position, sat tight. JC pulls the right line, makes a winning move, and they win in 1:48.4, which is actually the fastest race of the night. And Bettor Sweet was really sweet to the better. He paid $18.90 to win, foiled again with second. We Will See was third.
Stay with us when we come back. I promise you there'll be a lot more Breeders' Crown finals. We will cover that bad boy from top to bottom, and also a world record. Who'd have thunk that a 2-year-old would break 150? Stay with us.
Welcome, good old Sunday. No love when you don't come. Welcome, son, welcome, welcome. Welcome to your place in the sun. Welcome to your place in the sun.
NF Quotable got
Why
him in
do so
time
many
with
winners
Malone.
travel in EB trailers? They love the ride. EB Pacesetter trailers deliver your horses in peak condition, ready to race every time. Designed to provide safe and comfortable transport for standard-bred racehorses, EB's Pacesetter Series trailers are the preferred choice of professional standard-bred trainers and breeders nationwide. All EB Pacesetter models feature custom standard-bred options and excellent airflow and aligned interior sealing to keep your horses fresh and comfortable. Every EB trailer has commercial quality componentry and riveted sidewall construction engineered and designed to stand up to constant and rigorous horse and road use. And a sleek aerodynamic nose design that also delivers improved fuel savings. More winners ride with EB than any other trailer. EB, setting the pace in standard-bred horse transportation.
Hi, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. This is such a big deal today because we have all the Breeders' Crown races from Saturday night at Woodbine. I can't even believe, by the way, it's been a year since the Breeders' Crown was at Pocono when we were there. That was crazy, right? A year?
I know.
That's nuts.
Good times.
I'm telling you, okay. All right, race 4, $650,000 in the line for 2-year-old pacing colt and geldings. And this figured to be a tough match race sort of thing between number 3, Sweet Lou, with Dave Pallone, and went off the 6-5 chalk, and the Yannick Gingas, number 4, a rock and roll dance with Randy Waples subbing, who went off at 9-5. The rest were given about a snowball's chance in hell. Let's see what happened.
And they're off. I Fought the Law from the far outside. Hurricane King Cole flashes speed into second. Sweet Lou got away third. Sing For Me George up on the outside fourth. The Rock and Roll Dance goes up there fifth. Escape the News on the inside sixth. Speed again is seventh on the outside, followed by Bettor's Edge on the rail. And underway from the back is Hillbilly Hanover. The early trailer is Lawgiver Hanover. And they're 2 wide past the opening quarter. Hustling up here is Sing For Me George as Scott Ziron wants control in 26-1. Down the backstretch, Sing For Me George now makes the front here, takes the lead away from a fast-starting I Fought the Law, rides the pocket with Pierce. In the backstretch, Hurricane King Cole is third. To the outside goes Sweet Lou. There goes Sweet Lou, and Dave Pallone unleashes him. And out of the pocket goes I Fought the Law. He pulled pocket there. To the outside, a rock and roll dance underway from fifth at the half. And then it's Speed again on the outside sixth. Escape the News seventh on the inside. Then Hillbilly Hanover and Bettor's Edge. And the trailer Lawgiver Hanover. The half was a hot 54-3. On the turn, Sweet Lou after clearing looks for a bit of a breather here. It is Sweet Lou in front. The one to knock off now strides away from Sing For Me George on the inside. Heading past 3/4. Forced 3 wide is a rock and roll dance, and he has work to do. 3/4 a dazzling 1:21-4. And look at Sweet Lou go. Sweet Lou has opened it up by 5, now 6, now 7, and he is putting on a show. A distant second, a rock and roll dance. Then Hurricane King Cole. Sweet Lou, how sweet it is.
How sweet was Sweet Lou? As you might say, sweet. All right. Well, a person could go into diabetic shock just from watching this horse race. Ain't nothing like a great 2-year-old to get the blood a-pumping. And this one won by a ton, beating a rock and roll dance by a country mile. And get this time, 1:49 flat. Excuse me, I did not stutter. 1:49 flat. A 2-year-old gets a mile in 1:49 flat, the fastest ever. That's too nuts.
And it was really chilly that evening, too.
And you knew that, right?
I did know that.
Was the wind chill happening?
I don't know. I was dressed warmly. I do want to say that. Mommy made sure I walked out with a turtleneck and a sweater on. So
Excellent. Winning driver Dave Pallone, we found him to find out what it was like to sit behind a speedball who went this fast.
The race actually set up. I could have never dreamt for a better setup, really. My horse got it right, pretty alert, and Randy conceded with Rock and Roll Dance, which put me in a great spot. I thought I could either wait for Luke or moving back to the front when the brakes come, so it actually worked out.
Woo! He must have gotten singed with windburn. Thanks, Dave. More Breeders' Crown final action. Heather's got race number 6 for you, Lagarde, and here it is.
All right, open mare Pacers. First is $300,000. Number 5 is Andra Vet. She's the favorite here. She's trained by Marquez Model, who also has another horse in here named Chancy Lady. All right, but then there's Tony O'Sullivan. He has 5 mares. 5 mares in the race, okay? Trainer Ron Burke has a couple good ones. And then trainer Casey Coleman, she has one in here. So we've got 10 mares, 4 trainers. Let's see who wins it.
Androvet by 2 looks to be a handful here. Androvet, Maureen Rocks going after her on the outside second as Rock and Soul gaps the pocket spot. It's Ginger and Fred 4th on the outside. On the glasses, 5th on the rail. Shaking loose late now is Blissful Smile. 1:21 and 3 for 3/4. Androvet turns it on. Androvet by 3.5 now.
Androvet sits in the pocket past the first quarter. Then Luke Wallette, who by the way was driving for the regular reinsman, Tim Tetrick, who couldn't make it. Find out more later in the show, so make sure you stick around for that. Anyway, Androvet, she is like the equine version of the Corvette. Finds her way to the front. She gets a lifetime mark of 1:49 and 2. Whoa, that Corvette was throwing me off a little bit. I started getting chills there when I said that. Okay, Marquez Model's other mare in the race, Chancy Lady, was second. So Marquez Model gets 1-2 in here. And then third one to Blissful Smile.
It's good to be Marquez Model, isn't it? The very next race was the Open Trot. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at number 2, San Pail. Can you say Hail to the King? Was 3-5 with Randy Waples. European Invader, number 5, Rabbi Lapel, was 2-1. Number 7, Lucky Jim with Jody Jamison was the 8-1 third choice. Here's the call.
San Pail positioned on the point now as Waples takes charge through the half in 54 and 4/5 seconds. Back to second now to Find the World. Rapide Labelle the outside from in third. Commander Crow's covered up on that one from in fourth. Then inside from in fifth is a locked up Arch Madness. Lucky Jim is a covered up sixth on the outside now for Jamison. And Hot Shot Blue Chip back in seventh as the Trotters begin the bend into the far turn. San Pail, Waples leaders by a length. Rapide Labelle second on the outside. In at the rail third to Find the World. Commander Crow setting up a second over rally from in fourth. Jamison already tipping his hand 3 wide. Here comes Lucky Jim from the backfield. He's self-destructed coming off cover. Lucky Jim's off stride. San Pail to the roar of the crowd in Woodbine. 9th out 3/4 in 1:23 and 1. Rapide Labelle second on the outside. Still closing. Here comes Commander Crow up off cover now. 3 wide for the drive. San Pail, when called on to do so, digs in for Waples. San Pail on the inside on his home turf. San Pail, you the man!
San Pail waited to just past the quarter before grabbing the lead. He then set some fancy splits from there and just held off a furious late kick from Rapide Lapel, because that's what Heather told me while you were watching the race. Okay. To hold off by a short neck to win in 1:51 and 4. These are trotters, mind you. Commander Crow, another European Invader, off at 16-1, got third. And we caught up with Rod Hughes, the trainer, and Randy Waples, the driver of this incredible trotting machine, San Pail.
What an amazing animal this horse has been. A life changer for you, Rod.
World champion right now, and I'm going to say thank you to Randy Waples right here. Move before the quarter, I'm sure what's made it such an exceptional night, exceptional drive, and thank you, Randy. And this is a great horse.
You've sat behind a lot of good horses, but I mean, this has to be the most consistent or the most talented that you've ever had the pleasure of sitting behind.
That's it. I mean, there's just so many, so many things that add up to a great horse. He's got all of them. He's got heart. He's got stamina. He's got everything going for him. But I honestly, I'm getting choked up saying this, but I am so thankful for all you people that come out and support this horse. It means so much to hear you guys cheering and to have every one of you love this horse as much as we do. And trust me, I love this horse to death.
Thank you guys, and congratulations on a big win with a trotting machine, the great San Pail. Okay, number 8 on the card was another Breeders' Crown Final, the 3-year-old pacing fillies. And here's our favorite filly, Heather Muffet.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's right, I'm down with that.
Okay, $500,000 on the line. Drop the Ball is the favorite. Won in like a track and stakes record in her elim. Then there's Rocklamation. She won the other elimination. She was giant, came from behind. But then there's Monkey on My Wheel. Also one to watch. She's a Canadian favorite in here. She's being bet a little bit. The rest are double digits.
Chasing the speedy Idyllic, who's up front by a pair of lengths here. McDonald rolling Idyllic up to the half. She leads by 2. Inside from in second is Monkey on My Wheel, tripping out into 53 and 2 speed. Back there from in third is Foxy Lady. Just off the speed inside from in fourth now, that's Honky Tonk Woman. Drop the Ball is underway 5th outside as Luke Willett gives her first over marching orders as the fillies prepare for the far turn. Picking up the cover 6th outside now, Crispy Apples into a contending spot. Jameson pulls pocket. Monkey on My Wheel's on the attack right now. Idyllic's got company. Monkey on My Wheel sprinting past her to take over command now. Here outside comes Drop the Ball up into third. 3/4 in a punishing 1:21-1, and they turn at the top of the stretch in the 3-year-old filly Pace Breeders' Crown Final, and it's Monkey on My Wheel. She's 2 lengths in front. Drop the Ball second on the outside, only pacing with that leader into the final 1/8 of the mile. Drop the Ball is coming on, but Monkey on My Wheel, she's still there, 1.5 lengths in front. Jameson goes to work. Here outside coming on now, Drop the Ball with good late speed. Monkey on My Wheel digs in.
So Monkey on My Wheel, just sits in the pocket, and the ladies are blazing around the track. Then she makes her move by the 3/4 mark, which they pass, by the way, in 1:21-1. So Jody Jameson goes on with Monkey on My Wheel. It's a stakes clocking 1:49-3 or something like that. I mean, they just keep getting faster and faster. She pays $12.90. There's a lot of really great prices on Breeders' Crown Night. The 1-2 favorite, Drop the Ball, closing hard, just couldn't get there, and then Foxy Lady was third.
So you're saying the Minky won the race?
Yes.
Oh, the Minky won the race. Okay. Stay with us when we come back. We will have action from right here at Harris Chester. Also, we go up to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. And we'll also have Sharla here. Sharla will be talking about the top drivers in our sport, some of them who didn't make it to the big event. It's nuts. It's coming up. Don't go away.
Hi, they call me Big Sheamus. Everybody knows I only like to play my lucky numbers. So when I go to the Downs off-track wagering, I get to bet exactly that with the Exacta. A $2 bet on the Exacta delivers big payouts like this. When it's my night out, I eat big, play big, and I win big.
Downs off-track wagering. Allentown, East Stroudsburg, Carbondale, Hazleton. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, and welcome back to PA Harness Week along with Heather Moffett. I'm Steve Ross, and we're going to be right here at Harris Chester on Sunday. It was race number 3 for non-winners of $18,000 in the last 5 starts. $25,000 was on the line, and number 7, Ginger and Fred with Yannick Gingas was even money and made that price look like a bargain, winning by 2 in 151-1 over number 2, Dancing Yankee. The 8-5 second choice with Dave Miller. Cracker Paulette off the 10-1 with Cat Manzi finished third, and Yannick had a big day on Sunday. He won 6 races. You think he may have been a little PO'd about missing Saturday night's Breeders' Crown? We'll find out later.
That's right. All right, now we're going to head to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Winners over trotters. First, $29,000. Number 2, Rose Run Hooligan, 8 years old, having the best year of his career. He's the favorite, but he was 3rd best tonight as number 3. Waldorf Hall was much the best by 3 lengths and won 53-4, driven by Don Irvine Jr., paid $14.60. The one Affirmed Action finished in the place spot.
All right, let's go back up to Woodbine for the Breeders' Crown. This was race 9 for 3-year-old colt and gelding trotters. Number 4, Chapter 7, who is as good as it gets right now, with Jack Gregory in for Tim Tetrick. All I can think of Tim Tetrick seething about all the money he lost. Okay.
Yeah, and you just call him Jack Gregory, not Jeff Gregory.
Did I call him that?
Yeah, but that's
his brother,
cool.
Jack, Jeff, they're twins. I always confuse them. He was 7-5. Number 5, Man of Many Missions, with Dave Paloma's 2-1, and number 8, Daylon Magician, who was the big horse up in Canada, was 3-1 with Jackie Moe. And here's the call.
3/4 is next, and still with that lead is Man of Many Missions. Under the gun though, here comes Daylon Magician on the outside, getting up in his grill. 3/4 in 1:24.3. Trotters went 27-4, and off stride goes Man of Many Missions. So that leaves the lead for Daylon Magician. Here comes Jeff Gregory off cover now with Chapter 7, and Chapter 7 explodes when fed racetrack. He opens up by 3 lengths now, coming into the final 1/8 of the mile.
Chapter 7 blew by them all in the final turn and was 7 good to the end, being true to his name. Chapter 7 wins by 7, yada, 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 okay? In 1:53 flat, number 7, the Hambo champ, Broad Bond, got second. Daylon Magician was third. All right, we've been talking about it for the entire show here. It's finally time to find out, why did some of the top drivers in the world not make it to Woodbine for the Breeders' Crown? Our lovely correspondent, Sharla McBride, caught up with several of them to find out the reason.
I'm here with driver David Miller. David, I know it was a little bit heartbreaking for you not being able to race in the Breeders' Crown. What was your first thought when you heard that you guys weren't going to be able to make it there?
Well, you know, our flight was at 3 o'clock, and at about 2, we kind of was starting to get that feeling that we wasn't going to get out. And, you know, we did a lot of scrambling around for about 3 or 4 hours. And, you know, at the very end, when our last option fell through, it was very hard to take.
I'm sure a lot of people disappointed that you guys weren't there. What do you want to say to the people that were hoping that you would be able to be there and race?
Well, you know, personally myself, you know, I missed out on a lot of opportunities, and you know, I feel bad for the people I let down too. You know, there's really not much more you can do.
Here with Yannick, another driver who didn't get to make it to the Breeders' Crown. When you first found out that you weren't going to make it there, what was going through your mind?
I was in shock, and I mean, I was hoping it was a bad dream and I was going to wake up out of it and everything was fine. I'm still in shock, really, to be honest with you, and it's like 4 or 5 days past now. It was a bad situation. I just felt bad. I really felt bad for the connections, because I had a couple horses that they're a little bit tricky to drive, and I mean, like, I think the guy that drove them, they did a great job. But, you know, it's different when you only drive the horses week in and week out and you're going for that kind of money.
You had 3 horses that you were supposed to drive that ended up winning. That's got to pour a little bit of salt in the wound to not even be able to be there and have that opportunity.
It's very heartbreaking. You know, I had lost without words. It just really hurt, and bad for the connections and bad for myself. But, you know, like I've said before, I'd give up the money to have those 3 crowns sitting in my trophy case right now.
Thinking about all the ups and downs you've had in this sport, is this one of the lowest of lows for you?
Oh, absolutely, but good thing about it, I'm still above ground, and if we'd have got on that plane and we would have crashed, it could have been a lot worse. So thank God for that. Maybe it was a sign that he took care of us, and you know, that's the only thing I can think positive about it.
Thinking positively, I like it. All right, guys, back to you.
Thank you, Sharla. Now we found out the 4-1-1. Tough break for those drivers. Better luck next time, okay? Stay with us when we come back. Our handicapper, Susan, will be here with As the Wheels Turn, and we'll have more Breeders' Crown races from Woodbine. Don't you dare go away.
Roll with Joe, splitting through now for Pierce.
Welcome, good old son. There ain't no love when you don't come. Welcome, son. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to your place in the sun. Welcome to your place in the sun.
Hi there, welcome back to PA Harness Week along with Heather Moffat and Steve Ross. And speaking of one of us, I just mentioned Heather. She's got another Breeders' Crown race for you. This is a biggie with fast-class horses. What you got, darling?
All right, 3-year-old pacing colts here. The 4 is Better Than Cheddar, and number 2 is Westward Ho Hanover. They're both elimination winners from last week. However, it's number 6, Roll with Joe, who's the favorite. Okay, why? Well, because it's Roll with Joe, and he's got Ron Pierce. Pretty much that's why. Let's see.
As Big Bad John leads this field to the far turn at Woodbine, right there from in second on his helmet is Roll with Joe. The outside third comes Westward Ho Hanover as Pallone gave him the first over heave ho. And it's Westward Ho Hanover on the outside coming after Big Bad John. They're together 121 and 2 for 3/4. Up off the rail from in third now comes Roll with Joe. Alsace Hanover kicks off cover. Better Than Cheddar blocked behind horses now. Deep stretch lead, and it's Westward Ho Hanover. Roll with Joe splitting through now for Pierce as he's found a breach in between horses. Alsace Hanover asked to kick off cover. Better Than Cheddar drops in inside full of pace. Great finish coming up. Roll with Joe. Better Than Cheddar at the inside.
It looked like there was no way that Better Than Cheddar was going to get through, but then driver Mark McDonald cut the cheese. I've been waiting all show to say that. Okay, he makes his way through, gets up to win by a nose in 149 and 2, and he paid $11. Like, there was a lot of really good prices this night.
There was. All right, let me give you this, just a little side note to that. There was a Bettor late daily double. Check this out. Better Than Cheddar and Bettor Sweet. If you're into betting things like that, $129, which ain't chopped liver.
That's right. Well, that was the past. This is the here and now, and we got Susan Ellers coming up, and she's going to tell you how to make your wallet fat and as the wheels turn.
For my picks today, I'm going to Dover Downs, and not just because I'm from Delaware. The matron elimination start tonight. Race 6 is for 2-year-old fillies, and I'm going after a 4 Stars Exacta. 4 Stars Girl starts from the rail. I think she's going to get a really good trip behind the 4 Destiny's Chance. This Ron Burke trained filly is 5 for 12 this year. I'm playing a $10 Exacta box, 1-4. Race 8 is for 2-year-old colts, and in here I like Hurricane King Cole. He draws the 2-hole. He was 3rd in the Breeders' Crown, paced 50 and 4, come home 28 and 1. With him, I like the 5 Heston Blue Chip for trainer Linda Toscano. Well, that's it for me. Back to Heather and Steve.
Thank you, Susan. And now to clear up the rest of the races, because I said we're going to cover them all top to bottom. Okay, in race number 1, the Breeders' Crown Final for open mares, it was a trot. Number 8, Jersey Az, was the 9-5 chalk. But number 10, French Fries and Vinegar, won and paid a tasty $10.60. Number 6, Action Broadway was the neck back in second. Number 9, Autumn Escapade was third.
Okay, the 2-year-old filly trotters per $600,000. Number 4, Check Me Out, was the favorite, going in with 11 wins out of 13 starts. When they crossed the wire, she made it an even dozen victories. She makes the front by the half, wins in 154 and 4 with Ron Pierce for trainer Ray Schnicker.
Okay, race number 3 was next up. It was a Breeders' Crown Final for 2-year-old pacing fillies. Number 5, Economy Terror, with Ryan Sears was odds on and 1 by 1 in 151 flat. Number 2, Hands Off My Cookie, was second, and number 3, Pirouette Hanover, was third.
Okay, now the 2-year-old colt trotters. Number 3, Uncle Peter's driver trainer Jimmy Tactor didn't make it due to the bad weather. He was stuck in Jersey, so Dave Pallone stepped up, and JT was still very, very happy watching via simulcast as Peter and Pallone got a perfect trip, win in 155, and an impressive payoff of 1140.
Peter and Pallone?
Yeah.
Okay, now race number 10, the Breeders' Crown Final for 3-year-old filly trotters. Number 4, Cedar Dove, was 3-5 with Ron Pierce and crushed the field, winning by 3 and 153 and 3. Number 8, Chris's Dream, was second. Number 5, Oh Sweet Baby, a 75-1 bomber, made the trifecta, as they say up north. It paid $290, 3-5 over 4-1 over 75-1. We're all done, babe. Out of time, out of breath. And for all of us here at PA Harness Week, including Heather Moffat, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you to get high on harness.
It's only natural.
Explosive matter hits the Colonial easily. Underway.
Starting fast outside here, Brett Messenger.